Hello everybody, and welcome back to another edition of House Hunters Houston. I'm Alexia Nicole, and I'm living my life by design. So in the last video, I said it would be to be continued, and now here we are continuing. Okay, don't mind the dogs, y'all. Okay, look, I'm just really out here living my life. Don't mind my appearance. I got a peel recently, and I'm peeling like a little crocodile. But I promised that I would give y'all updates on what's going on, and this is just how I look right now. If you hear my dogs barking in the background, that's because they're barking in the background. I'm outside, swinging on the hammock, just enjoying life, okay? So, Alicia. So we put, hold on, I don't even know what was the last thing I told y'all. Let me go watch the end of the vlog. Okay, so at the end of the last vlog, we had just received the counter offer of $317, and they would do all the upgrades as long as she paid up front the $12,700 or something like that. And then we counter offered that counter offer to a sales price of $315, because that was like her max number in her head. And then we also asked them what would be the pricing to install blinds throughout the house. And so they came back and said that they agreed on the $315 price offer, and that they would throw in the blinds, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, this is just a win all the way around. So we asked them to send photos of, I'm like falling off the hammock, y'all. We asked them to send photos of, the door that they would be installing, what, ideas that they have for the covered patio and all these different things. And I have Alicia set up on a automatic search. So when properties that are within her criteria hit the market, it automatically sends her an email. Right, y'all? There's a house. A house that is not the house that we already have an offer on. It is a different house. And we actually went to see it already. I didn't take y'all with me. I just didn't take y'all. And Alicia fell in love with this house. So now, this house that Alicia has now fallen in love with, that's only been on the market for, now it's been 3 days. So the asking price for this house is like $289,000. And it literally already has everything that Alicia wants other than a covered patio. But I mean, just like the small detailings that just make a house pop. Well, I'm trying to grab my hair. But they just make a house pop. This house has. So she literally fell in love with it and forgot all about Del Rio is the name of the street the other house is on. So we just put in an offer for this new home. I talked to the listing agent. They're actually having an open house on it tomorrow. So maybe we'll swing by tomorrow just to kind of do another walkthrough, and I'll take y'all with me then so y'all can see it, of course. And she said she's already been getting a lot of calls on the home. So we went ahead and put in an offer today. We put in an above asking price offer. Okay, so the asking price was $289,900 was the asking price. We went ahead and submitted an offer for $292,000, right? One, because these houses, y'all, this peeling. One, because when I ran the comps for the houses, these houses could easily sell for $315, right? So if she purchases this house, when she purchases this house, she'll go into it with equity, which is great. We'll find out the official once we get the appraisal for the house and blah, blah, blah. But so they're asking a really good sales price for the home. I already feel like it's going to be a highest and best, offer type of thing. So they have an open house tomorrow, and the houses are really nice. Like, they're really, really nice, and they're priced really, really well, and they're in a great up and coming area. Houston is building this whole new city center type thing, and the location of the house is right next to it. So it's a great location. So we decided to go ahead and offer a little less than $3,000 more, because Alicia wants them to give her seller contributions towards closing. So of course, closing costs include the down payment for the home. So she'll be putting 3% down for the home. And then whatever your closing fees are at the end of the day. When you're the buyer, you can ask the seller to contribute towards your closing costs. They have the right to say yes or no, but you can only ask for a certain percentage. We went ahead and just asked for $3,000. But since we are asking for the $3,000 and we still want to give them a full price offer, that's why we upped the offer $3,000 more. So it's just basically like they're just giving us the cash, and they're taking, and she's putting it kind of like on credit, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That's really is that the best way I can explain it? So instead of Alicia paying more cash at closing, she's putting that extra $3,000 into her mortgage, but that's broken down over a 30-year span. So it really only adds a couple of dollars to her mortgage every month. So that's kind of how you balance that out. So they're still getting their full price offer, and we're still not having to let go of as much cash at the end of the day. So that's where we're at right now. I kind of still have the other house on hold necessarily. I just told the other agent that I would give her a final response by tomorrow. And that's just simply because I want to see where this contract goes, if we can get it executed, hopefully soon. Because I really just want Alicia to have this house on lock before somebody else comes in and makes a crazy offer. I want us to be in the executed contract. So that's kind of why I'm like, yeah, okay, let's get this done. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. The next time y'all see me, hopefully I'll be saying, yes, we got an executed contract and we'll be closing on this day. Hey y'all, so Alicia got the house, offer is accepted. I think I told y'all that. Now we are here. I'm meeting the inspector. We got an inspector to come out and inspect everything. The only thing they have not been able to inspect is the gas range, the stove, because the gas is not on yet. But other than that, we got everything. So this is just an optional thing that you can do. You can let the inspector come out and then send you the report, or you can ask them if you can meet them kind of towards the end of the inspection, and they can go through everything with you and walk through of the things that they did or did not find. So that's what we're here to do right now. And I didn't show y'all the house, so y'all get to see the house. What inch is this fan? Like 65, 50, 50, 60? Yeah.
you might want to have, it's not a big deal. In fact, none of these issues, in my opinion, are what I would consider major. Okay? There's no deal breakers. Okay? So, this is me being honest with you. So a little water is under there. Either you might have a plumber seal that, or you might want to have some type of buffer to not allow, because if I were you and I was taking a shower, I wouldn't want to have water on the floor all the time. Okay, so that's the only issue in here. So over here, it's between 12 and 18 inches of clearance, right? So every time you go in the bathroom, you would have to literally go on the side of the toilet to go in there and close the door. You go ahead and try it. Listen, I'm just telling you what the standard is. If you're okay with it, that's fine with me.
Maybe they can have the door open the other way.
I'm just telling you that.
Well, I like to keep the door open anyway, so I guess it's okay.
The only thing that I couldn't do today, as you know,
is
the gas. I could not check to make sure that the blowers would fire. Now this right here is what's called your sediment trap. Okay, and what this does is this allows this pipe, the CSST, to flow gas to the furnace the right way. This is actually perfect. This is one of the few times where I've gone into houses and it's actually really, really good. So they did a good job with that. Okay. So you have what's called blown-in insulation. That's this stuff right here. It's all in the attic. Look at your face. It's all in the attic. You have between 8 and 10 inches. What I can see up there, and that's pretty standard. Okay? What we do is we will take what's called a GFCI unit, and I did this myself, and we will plug it into each of the outlets to make sure that there's no reverse polarity, any problems with the electrical, and it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We tested the lights and the deals. Every window that you have should have a window screen on it. Now I noticed window screens actually down there in the garage, so I would respectfully recommend that before you close,
They put them on.
They put them on to make sure that they have all of them for you.
On what part?
The grating outside. Okay. So what they did to try to remedy, you see that?
There's a drain.
Do you see that drain right there? What they tried to do is basically have that as a way of getting out all of the water that collects in the backyard. But I'm concerned about the grading because it's uneven in a lot of places, okay? And it's fine. The oven, I couldn't test this particular time. The water was fine. There was no leaking. The dishwasher ran through it normally. Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, you can do this, and I ran both of them. Again, I got here really, really early. I'm serious, because I wanted to make sure everything worked. So I just took my time the entire time. There's no issues with the dishwasher. All of the appliances are GE appliances, and it's pretty good. Okay. The vent works, the light works, the fan works. I could not
do the gas range.
I could not do the gas range because of obvious reasons. And by the way, this is called, and I have to put a comment in the report, the state mandates it. I don't think it's necessarily a concern for you, but that's called CSST. Have you ever heard of CSST? No. So it's a type of gas line, right? And the reason why the state wants me to say something is because if this house, for some reason, struck by lightning, or they installed it wrong, it can be prone to fires, okay? So since we're out there, we might just go ahead and cover this. Okay, so first of all, any nails should be removed from the foundation, okay? They do that when they do the form boards. It's not a big deal, but it's something that should be done, okay? You see up there where the gray is not painted on that ceiling? Okay, all that should also be caulked. Anywhere where there's two different, like this right here. This is good. This is a good example. Okay. This should be caulked. Okay. That up there should be caulked. And this
In between the brick and that wood.
Yeah. Like where it's not gray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this right here should be caulked as well. You see underneath here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For your safety, it should latch. Okay. So what you can do is lift this up, because I did this. I was here for like 15 minutes doing this. But you gotta lift up the gate, literally, to do that, to latch the gate. That doesn't make any sense, right? So also when you, if I had the key right here, when it's off track, it doesn't lock. It won't lock. It won't be in the right place. Once it's in the right place, then it locks. So when you see the comment about the gate, that's what I'm referring to. You know, everything that is an issue, I'm gonna call. Do you have any questions about this?
How would they fix that?
So if I was them, I would go ahead and remove those panels. I would go ahead and remove the panels. This is a drain that goes back, okay? But I totally think that when it rains really, really hard, you're gonna have some ponding issues right here. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I can see the unevenness already.
it could actually extend all the way into.
Yes, you connect.
Yes. Well, as long as it's in there, but it's not. Okay, it should be all the way in there, and the water should go all the way down into the tube down there. Okay.
Okay.
And so they should have. I don't know why they stopped it right.
Maybe
here,
they ran out of material.
I don't know. I can't speak on that. And then this right here, this is what I'm calling it for water. Once it rains really, really hard, it's not there now, of course, but when it rains, this is where it's going to be, and it's not all going to get to this drain. Okay. Well, it depends on how far the patio comes out.
9 by 21.
Are you serious? 9 by 21.
Yeah. You got tape measure. I left my tape measure inside.
Okay. I got my tape measure.
Well, 21, she said, was the width of
It's
the
the
house.
width of the house, basically.
Oh yeah, but how far is will the patio?
So she said, but she told us straight up, it's gonna come.
It's gonna come to because of the drain. It's
She said
so
we can
it'll
only do 9 feet because that's
where
where
the drain is. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking about it now because I didn't realize.
It was gonna take. You don't have to have it that big though.
Yeah, I know, but remember, like I said, once again, I'm still getting used to the size of this house because that house, there's more yard in that house.
Oh yeah, because
The
it's
first two houses have more yard than this house.
it's not set as far back. Those
Right.
first two up there.
Oh, okay.
You notice the first two?
Okay, so we're talking about maybe 5 feet.
I don't.
Right,
Even,
which was in the backyard, I feel like makes a difference.
Okay.
Hola. It's been a few days since we got the inspection done. Looking through my phone so I can be specific with y'all with what we asked for. The inspection report came back and the inspector was very detailed. He called out every little thing possible. I let Alicia go through it and she decided the things that stood out to her that she would really want for them to you know, take his advice and fix before closing. So what she asked for was, he had on the report that there were nails exposed, like on the outside of the home, just like, you know, nails, not fingernails, but hardware nails. The downspout system fit into the gutter, you know, like little things like that. Painting touched up on interior walls, exterior walls corked to prevent water damage, and tiles by the front door adjusted wood line. The gate to her front door is, it doesn't lock properly, so she wants them to fix that. Caulking on open areas that, like on the outside of the housing, there's areas that should be caulked. Trees and bushes trimmed off of the fence. The HVAC system adjusted and checked to adjust airflow. That would be the air conditioning system. The master shower should be, there should be like rubber or cork underneath the door so water doesn't, you know, fall out onto the floor. The toilet water flow is too high in the guest bathrooms. And she would like additional paint. There's like little spots of paint on the backsplash in the kitchen, so she just wants that removed. And then the window screens for all of the windows on the house, they have the window screens, but they're not installed. So that was the amendment that we sent to the contract. And they signed it. So that means they're going to do all those things, which are all little itty bitty things. Nothing that, you know, should really cost them any money. So that's great. And the inspector actually had to go back out today because the first day that we went, the gas hadn't been turned on yet. They didn't have the meter for the gas, and something about the levels, the height of the roof, he couldn't use his ladder to get on, so he had to go back out there today with his drone to take a look at the roof. So we got all of that information back today. He updated his report, and all of that is good. So we are moving forward with this house. No more house hunting, just trying to get to the closing table. Closing is set for July 20th. Today is June 15th, so we still have a good ways to go. And honestly, y'all, there's not really much else to show throughout this process. There's a few things that Alicia has to do. She has to find some homeowners insurance. That's really it as far as you know, the process that she has to do. Everything else now is just with the loan officer and the underwriter and all of that. So that's it, y'all. Hopefully the next time y'all see another real estate vlog will be at the closing table. Okay, and I'll be collecting the check. So until next time, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Bye.